So other people have said this before. I've seen other people say it, but this whole NPC thing, I really think it's being used to get the kids because it's, if you haven't noticed, the media these days is all directed towards the kids, right? This new generation, the Bible said, was raised for the judgment potentially in the end times or whatever. Not like things are ending, but in that way, but so they want everyone to accept this idea of the NPC, whether it's true or not. You know, I can just see it already being used as a mechanism for getting people to do things, right? Getting people that not have compassion for other people. Obviously, there's people that are like, they've made some sort of decision. Now let's just, um, but there's been this other thing, right? Called, well, I call it this. I'm coining this phrase. Killing is kawaii, which is sort of tied into this whole Fortnite, uh, Counter Strike skins. Like make your shoot 'em up. By the way, if you didn't know, if you're new, my name's Ryan Eason, 144. I am a divine being here to bring you the truth about how your leaders are lying to you. And all they want is control because they're being controlled. And we can go into that later on another date. But the killing is kawaii thing. When I was a kid, they used to call them shoot 'em up games, right? The FPS games. And there was this big movement against shoot 'em up games because it was so violent and stuff. And I can kind of see why at this point, because if you didn't know, games are simulations for actual activities that humans would do, like hunting and you know just pick anything. You can gamify it, right? And there's this whole concept of gamifying um, work, right? So like like if you go to McDonald's, they have the machines that it's almost like a game. They make it fun for sort of fun, right? For a reason, right? It also makes it easier to train people and stuff. But what what I mean. You get people to do it now. You order your own food by doing So so this whole new thing with VR and the NPC thing and the gaming and tying it all together with like paying for stuff, in the game, customizing your character, which is, it's what you want to do in the game, right? I played games for most of my life. Now I don't have the time. Um or the computer, but I probably, I wouldn't spend too much time playing video games right now. Although my phone seems to like to download video games every chance it gets. I didn't choose to download it. Have you had that happen to you? Where you just have your phone download things that you never agreed to, right? Isn't that funny how people sort of kind of got used to that sort of shit after the government itself told its own people it was spying on them, right? Now you know, and now everyone seems to, funny how that works. But the killing is kawaii thing, 444. Making death cutesy. It's like making death a cute thing, right? It's just an extension of this death cult, um, that that seems to have some sort of influence in this world. And I see it on YouTube a lot, like everyone, it seems like in the next generation, the kids younger than me. I'm well, I'll be 33 this July, huh? But the next generation, I'm sure some of you are watching 555, right? Uh, Killing is not kawaii. You know, it's a very serious business, and it is a business for some very serious people. And you might not want to follow that type of mentality. If you want things to be kawaii, um, you might want to leave that to I guess, the people that are commissioned to do it, right? Um, you know, it's just a theory I have. Uh, Getting kids to think that simultaneously there's all these NPCs, and then there's you see where I'm going with this? So the thing is, there are entities out there, right? Dark entities, and their job almost I don't know if you call it a job, I really don't know, but is to get humans or other whatevers to off each other, right? And then if you do it, let's say wearing a certain sigil, symbol, or at a certain time in a certain place, um, these entities are fed by these souls that you most certainly do have. And when that happens, and tends to be around these moon cycles, uh, it empowers darkness in this place too, because it opens like a portal. Um, and I'm sure it does many other things too. I don't know anything about it. Okay, so and I don't think I want to. But I know it's happening, and I I know it's real. Um, because I know people have tried to. Well, that's another story. The focus of this video, though, is that I want you to know that there's another path, that that you see things and you see people doing things, and maybe sometimes if you're brought to a certain point economically or whatever, that it might seem like a good idea to just, and I've seen this before too, like just like Homelander. You see how all these things tie together? Do you get it? 936. You understand what I'm telling you? How do you get otherwise good people to do not so good things? There are people who have studied for generations how to manipulate the human mind. They know what drives people 10-10. They know what people will do. They've watched, they've sat, and they've watched you. So, killing is not kawaii. It is not. Um, self-defense is what it is. Okay? But this idea of like, we'll just and let God sort them out. Which God, right? Which God is is sorting them out, and for what purpose? So that's what I got for you today, guys. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. God bless you. I hope you view every single video I have, because there's something in every single video. Because I make sure that I put out 11/22 quality content. Okay? If you'd like to help me out, you can like, share, and subscribe. If you're able to, I know times are tough, but if you're able to, throw a couple bucks my way, Hey, guys gotta live, right? I also have artwork. Uh, I think it's still up on eBay. You could probably purchase. I would recommend, though, you send me a email or a message beforehand just to let me know. Also, if you're trying to contact me and you've tried and you haven't got a reply, I haven't gotten any messages, okay? I'm hoping, how sad is this? 12/22. I'm hoping that someone contacted me and the message just didn't get through or it got deleted. I'm hoping that's the case, guys. But knowing this place, I know. I know. But for free, like, share, subscribe, bro. Especially share those videos. They're important. And really think about what I'm saying, too. Really try to feel it. I also have music. For peace and protection and healing. It's one of the playlists. You might have to go all the way, to the bottom of whatever the list is. I made that a long time ago, and that stuff that really does help. I really intended that to help people. I also have my other music playlist too, which is you can just see for yourself what that music does. It's also music intended to help people. And I encourage you just to communicate, conversate in the community tab. I'm always available, usually, most of the time, if you want to ask questions. I encourage you to talk to each other. If you got anything you want to say that you can't seem to get out, here's the place to do it, man. 1414. This is the place to do it, bro. And there's just all these gems I've hidden. So, try to find them, like an Easter egg hunt, or something. I don't know. I hope you have a blessed day. I hope 1441 that you can take this and you can think about, digest it, and really see what you can do. Because if anything, I want to encourage you to go out. Because that's the last thing they want, is average, everyday person going out and making a difference. Because you have power. If they see that one of us has power, then the others will see that they too